If you've ever come to a BGSU women's basketball game, you've probably heard something like this.
Elevator, we got the shop!
That's right, that is Beth Hempfling, the mother of fifth-year senior Kadie Hempfling. And as Kadie's getting ready to wind down her career with 3 games to go in the regular season, as well as the MAC tournament coming up, she wants to know that she's not the only Hempfling that has made an impact on the program.
All right, so I'm going to start with Kadie first. You know, we're 3 games away from the MAC tournament now, and that means, Saturday is senior day, right? It's going to be one of your last 2 times playing in front of the hometown fans. As you reflect now on year 5 of your career and it's your last season, just talk to me a little bit about, if you could put in some words, just the impact that this program's had on your life and what you want to leave for the future generations.
Yeah, I'm super thankful for the opportunity to be able to play here at Bowling Green and take my 5th year. I mean, it's looked different than other years, but I think also I've learned a lot about myself, and just the experience here has been incredible, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. And I'm super grateful for my teammates, my coaches, the BG fans, the community, and especially my family, my mom, my #1 supporter. And, it almost feels bittersweet. Like, I don't want it to end, but obviously I know it's coming, senior night on Saturday. But I just want to be present. I want to stay in the moment and enjoy it all, soak it all in. I want to be able to just be like, this is cool, I want to be able to feel that.
You guys are getting ready for Cleveland this year, and you've had a chance to really experience a whole lot of success. Just as someone who's been in the program and has seen some of the best and some of the worst, just talk to me about how appreciative it has been for you to be a part of some of the most successful and record-breaking teams in BG history.
Yeah, the first 2 years were really hard, but we knew we had to make a change. Coach Freilich and the staff, and some of us who have been around for a while, me, and I think Alyssa's the last one that knows what trials and tribulations we went through the first 2 years, and now we get to see it all to fruition. That's the greatest thing for me, is that, I want to be able to leave the jersey better than when I found it. And where I'm at this point in my life and my career, I think I could say that has happened, and I think it's really cool that I was a part of the whole transformation process for this program, and I can only see it going up from here.
And so for you, Mom, you've been to pretty much every single game of your daughter's collegiate career. I don't know exactly what happened in high school, but I'm going to assume it's the same sort of attendance. Have you always been a mom who just cheers for not only just your daughter, for everybody? Just talk to me how it seems like it's so easy for you to just cheer on the entire team when it could easily just be about your daughter.
Yeah, well, Kadie has learned a lot here at BG as far as being really part of the team. I mean, even in high school, she could have went off and scored 30 points every game. But that they can stop the girl that can score 30 points every game. She learned how to distribute the basketball, got everybody involved, and we had family. And it's just like here, Every one of those teammates that she has out there, they're like part of our family. I do have nicknames for some of them, and I'm not afraid to use those when they're playing and try and build them up, and, do the occasionally yelling and screaming, but always try to stay positive and just try to encourage them, like, let's go, play with intensity, you can do better, it's every play, and just to really put some fire in the belly and get them going.
How's it been for both of you? You can answer this question. As time has gone on and success has increased, the attendance has picked up for you guys as a program. Just talk about, just kind of picking up where she just left off, about the fans and how they've made an impact on you as a player in your career.
Oh, for sure, they made a great impact. I mean, the first 2 years here, they were obviously always faithful, but we weren't that good. But they would always still come to games. COVID happened, no fans. So that was really weird, for Nyla's grade and stuff. When they were freshmen, they didn't have any fans. They're like, okay, that's okay. So then we come back last year and this year, and attendance just keeps going up. And that's awesome because, nothing better than getting the crowd going. And you could just hear the roar when you make a big shot, And then, if I'm on the bench and I just wave my arms a few times, it gets the crowd going, And it's certain points in the game where you just need that momentum just to keep us going. And I think it's a huge part for the crowd, and I'm just thankful for them too.
And I think the roar, the source of that roar has to come from you, Mom. Just where Where has that passion for just being the proudest and most passionate fan come from? Is it just inherited from being at BG, or is it just something that you think you've just been maybe naturally born with?
Now, with Kadie, it's easy to cheer. She makes the game exciting, and when she's not playing and she's on the bench, she's cheering every bit as loud as I am. And as far as the fans, I think it's really cool that, they've embraced us, our family. They call me Kadie's mom, and I may not know their names or anything,
We love you,
but, I really
Max. Love you,
appreciate
Max.
everything that the fans here have done to help support her, and they've really embraced us, and all of the loudness and craziness and all the passing babies around and toddlers and everything, and the fans have been fantastic to our family, and they've been fantastic to Kadie and the team, and I couldn't ask for her to play at a better place. BG has just been fantastic.
Yeah, and that concept, the fact that you guys embody that is impressive, because you're the only player in BG history with 1,000+ points, 700+ rebounds, and 400+ assists, right? Your name is going to be in the Hall of Fame in the future, right? But this season, it's been more of a role of being just that leader off the bench, just in the locker room. Has that been an adjustment for you, going from playing so much and being the face of the program to now just being someone who's mentoring the next wave? Has that been a piece of adversity
For
for you?
sure. It's really different, but honestly, for me, it's like I want to do what's best for the team. And for this team this year, it's that role for me. And if I am just able to stay in my role and own it and be great at it, then that's all I can ask for. It's a hard adjustment for sure. Who wouldn't it be hard for? But we're having so much success, and I love the girls, and I love the team, and I love Bowling Green. I couldn't imagine myself playing anywhere else, regardless of my role. And I love just being there for people and being able to be a leader for them, and a little experience, especially Jocelyn in times, if I see something, or even Allison sometimes I give little tips, but just being that person that has had a lot of experience, gone through the MAC 5 times now, and just being able to just give some input and feedback.
And for you, Mom, it's had to be an adjustment too, after seeing your daughter on the floor all the time the first 4 years of her career. Now this year, there's been a little bit of a reduced role on the floor, just more of a leader in the locker room. How are you able to keep that same energy and the same love for every other teammate that she plays with?
Well, we love to win, and Kadie is the type of girl that she'll do what is needed for the team to win. And this year, was it hard on our family to not see her out there all the time and to see her come out and, when she, be in the starting 5 and they'd yell Kadie Hempfling as loud as they could, and, everybody would yell and scream and watching the video board. Well, yeah, we miss that. We miss that a lot. But, we've adapted, and I'm not going to stop cheering just because she's not playing. This is our team. This is, what we do. We cheer loud, and we just want to keep winning, as you say, roll along.
That's right. So now I got to ask you about some of the catchphrases that we hear all the time, because it doesn't matter if it's a Wednesday night and there's about 50 people, or if it's the Battle of I-75, we're always going to hear. I want to start with number 1. Elevator, elevator, we got the shot.
Elevator, elevator, we got the shaft.
The shaft.
Yes, because as the elevator goes up, you're in the shaft, okay? So you want to get in the elevator, you open the door, there's no elevator, you got the shaft. Okay? So it's elevator, elevator, we got the shaft. And the first time I ever said that was, we were down in Myrtle Beach, and it was over Thanksgiving. Kadie was a freshman. And my husband and I, we, went over to the game. We're new at this stuff, we don't know. And so they called several calls that I personally didn't think were fouls, and I stood up and yelled, elevator, elevator, we got the shaft! And all 25 people in the gym went, oh. And so, it's been a part of me for a long time. When I was in high school, that was just a cheer we yelled all the time when we didn't like a call that the ref had made. And so it's just continued, and I kind of just thought it was a cheer everybody knew. But lo and behold, I've come to find out that it's kind of just unique to the Ottawa Glandorf community, and really in BG to Beth Hempfling. So Just glad I could leave a little legacy with the elevator. So.
And how does, maybe not exactly elevator, but just in the concept of just hearing your mom in the crowd, how do your teammates react to just always knowing that she's going to be there supporting them, and then sometimes even them giving a boost to just a little humorous fun to kind of maybe calm them down when there's some moments in the game, because obviously basketball game.
It makes a huge difference. The Miami game when I had to sit out when I sprained my ankle, it's really funny because my mom was still going to come to the game, but she showed up a little bit late, perhaps. And Coach Kaz looked at me, she goes, "Your mom's coming to the game, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, she'll be here, like, of course." And so when she came in, like, she was, like, yelling at refs, yelling at our, like, girls, stuff like that. So she makes a huge difference, and I know everyone appreciates it.
Was that the game we were down by 12 points in the first quarter?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we were down by a little bit. And I was over at the Anderson Club just talking to some friends over there and stuff. And I'm like, "You guys, I got to go take my seat." I said, "I got to go sit down." I said, we got to get this going. And I came over there and started cheering and yelling and, play with intensity. Let's go. You got to find the fire in the belly. Let's go. You can do this. And by halftime, yeah, we were winning. So that was pretty exciting. And it was probably the following home game, some very nice lady came up to me and she said, "Thank goodness you came to that game." And I said, "What? What? And she said, "We didn't think you were coming and we were behind. And then you showed up and the whole crowd turned." And she said, "Everybody was so excited and you got the team going." And I'm like, "No, the team got the team going." And she's like, "You really just don't understand." So I was like, "Well, I'm just glad I could help."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I don't realize how big of an impact you really have. I mean, it might not feel like it's just you, but I think you do have more of an impact than you think.
so. Well, it's a lot of fun to come to the games and it's a lot of fun to cheer. And it's even more fun when, you can cheer and, they start going and they start going and going. So, yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah. And speaking of just the impact that you leave in the stands as the fan base, when Kadie graduates, number one, are you still going to be someone who comes back to watch a lot of BG games?
Well, my girls are still here. My girl will have been gone, but we'll still come back because those girls on the team, like I said, they're like family. So we'll try and make as many games as we can because, we love all those girls and we want to see them do well. Nothing would please me more than win the MAC this year and then win it 4 more times after that. Sorry, Coach Frey, like maybe 10 times after that or as many as you can get. But, it's totally a love of the game. It's a love of the team and, the girls that are playing.
Yeah. But when your daughter's on the team, there's not the same direct hitting home impact of the team that it's had for 5 years. So what would you tell someone who's now going to be brought into the program and have their daughter on the team, and what would you tell them, just like a little reference and a hint and a tip to use to be that passionate fan and to be that soul of the fan base?
Don't be afraid to stand up and yell. Keep it all positive. Do everything you can to, get the crowd in the game. They're a very valuable sixth man. We're here all the time. And if you're just going to sit on your hands and watch, well, that's not what we need. We need people that are really going to, cheer them on and always be positive. And for all you new moms out there coming in, just embrace the ride. Just be there for your daughter, but be there for the other girls on the team and the other parents. Talk to the other parents. Get to know people. And it's a wonderful community, and it can be the best time of your life. If you really just take the time to get to know the people and enjoy the games and support not only your child, but the whole team.
And I'll leave the last question for you as someone who's taken on the role of being the leader and one of the captains of the team, but doing it in a way that's not getting as much media attention. What would you tell someone? Just tell someone just about how that process goes and how valuable that is to a locker room.
No matter what, own your role, and just be grateful for the experience. I'm so grateful for like my mom just said, enjoy the ride. I've been playing basketball my whole life, and after this year, I'm done playing. And so comes a time in your life where it ends. And so I just need to be super thankful and have that mindset. You know, it's all about perspective. Yeah, I could have been super angry or upset, whatever. But honestly, for me, it's like you got to change your perspective and look at it a different way and just be thankful you're there and honestly want best for the team. And I don't want to be a person who keeps a team down. You know, I want to be a person who raises them up, just like my mom. Like, I want to be a positive person. I want to be a positive interaction if you ever, like, interact with me. And, you know, I want to be able to, like I said earlier, leave the jersey better than I found it.
And she does it with grace and humility. It's really quite humbling to watch her this year. So, gonna miss it.